Baby, you got me wrong. Let me sing you my songs. Let me show you where I've been. Let me tell you everything. I'll take you with me. Let me take you with me. Let me take you with me. I'll take you someplace far if you'll get in the car right now. Ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Baby, you got me so misunderstood. We're driving down the highway like I told you we would. Taking you places that I can't explain my actions. If you think I don't know, I give you love satisfaction. I keep telling you, ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Baby, you got me wrong. Let me sing you my songs. Let me show you where I've been. Let me tell you everything. Let me take you with me. Let me take you with me. Let me take you with me. I'll take you someplace far if you get in the car right now. Ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Ooh, driving down the highway with my baby. Ooh, windows down, music up, it makes me crazy. Ooh, driving faster than we ever been before. Has it ever felt this good? Stop worrying about things I can't control. Stop worrying about dollars I don't know. I gotta stop worrying about the things I cannot know. But sometimes it feels so good. Oh. Money don't matter if it feels for you. Money don't matter if you're home. Money don't matter if it feels for you. I used to worry every day. Now I got better things. Niggas, stop hurrying, slow down and take control. Gotta stop worrying about your problems, you should know. Niggas, stop feeling like my life is such a mess. Because the world's got me in it. It's my time and I should live it. Oh. Money don't matter if it feels for you. Money don't matter if you're home. Money don't matter if it feels for you. I used to worry every day. Now I got better things. Money don't matter if it feels for you. Money don't matter if you're hard. Money don't matter if it feels for you. I used to worry every day. Now I got better things.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hope everyone's having a lovely, lovely time today. I know I am. Yeah. Pardon me. So before we get started proper, for those of you who are here and for those of you who are watching this VOD, there will be no streams next week as I'm going out of town for a week. So yeah, I will be gone, but as soon as that week is done, my little Christmas vacation, as it were, I'll be back and doing things as always, and I might be trying to plan some stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, today we are getting started reading Starfish Lovers. So first of all, read along here. And then we're gonna add this to the chat so peeps can read along with us. There we go. And then for better viewing experience, there we go. Yes. And then boop. Viola. And we're gonna turn that. There we are. Now we've got our reading tunes going. We should, at least. Yes. Reading tunes are good and proper. There we go. All right. Now, let us begin. Starfish Lovers, created by Tina Terranova, Episode 1, The Dying Light. Ooh. Manta. Oh. Is this underwater or space? That's the thing. These are contained colonies riding the back of a whale and on this or inside of this. Ooh. Okay, so it is underwater, or at least themed to be underwater. People! Aww. You look so happy. Whoa. The lamprey. It's a pirate vessel. Okay. I say to you, brothers and sisters, flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body. But whoever sins sexually, primarily with the same sex, sins against their own body. Oh. Homophobia. Ugh. We hate to see it. Ding, ding. Not this again. He's still alive in here, Pinky? Yeah, Ziggy, still kicking. Looking forward to that tuna from last night. Ha! Told you, my moms are the best cooks. I'm really glad you took them coming out to you so well. It really means a lot. Of course. Your moms are really nice. At least they always have been. Your lifestyle is immoral in the eyes of Themis. You know, if you want, they plan on celebrating their own version of Overlook. Overlook commemorates the victory over the indigenous Grimalkin clans who threatened the safety of the first settlers of the city of Aten. Atene? Atene. But if you don't want to be alone I know you're not on great terms with your family, but if you don't want to be alone this holiday, you could join us. How long will I be able to hide this? If anyone in my family found out I had dinner with the same-sex couple, I'd be disowned. Finally. It took longer than last time. Feels like it has been getting worse every day. Hey, so could I have a few days to think about it, Ziggy? Sure. Let me know what you like to do. You're pretty understanding. In the meantime, let's go ahead and finish up that tuna casserole before work. Future updates follow on social media. TMT Nova. And on Facebook at The Novelist. Interesting. This world unfortunately has homophobia. You hate to see it. But let's see where the story goes. Episode 2, Divine Warning. Hey, wait for me! You're going too fast! Oh, maybe you shouldn't have downed half a pan of tuna casserole. I'm gonna be gone for 4 days, Pinky. I'm not going to let my mom's good cooking go to waste. Oh, look at these peoples. Niece, mother of God. Big crowd, another street. Hey, Atney is always like this the week before work. One thing we should have accounted for is traffic. We'll never get to the tower at this rate. Can't afford to be late. Bailey and Chinny will be stuck on the next shift if we are. The winds of the end time are blowing. Be wise and repent, for the end is nigh. The divine wraths of unactive Elion's great mercy for his son decrees. You will recall your evil ways and wicked deeds, and you will loathe yourselves for your detestable practices. Let it be known that I do not take action because they deserve it, but be shamed and disgraced for your conduct, O House of Emmerich. Boo! Hold your judgments and get off the stage, self-righteous prick. Silence, demons! Our Lord Demis gifted you the lands of which you dwell. Your unfaithfulness to him is why the divine beasts have turned their backs on us. These wraths are signs of our undoing. Divine beasts have been acting up lately. This morning, weeks before that, and even last month. Who's to say they aren't signs? Happened before, after all. Aren't I living proof of that? I left because of the oppression from the cosmic faith. Only my family been any different. No, don't say that. Don't say that they only did those things because they cared. Just spoiled and ungrateful. I just keep walking. Keep walking, and it makes my fur stand on end. Maybe you wish to flee because you have demons inside you too. Themis is the word, the truth. And you run from it because of what is inside you. You can see those horns, look at you. Look at what you've done to this family. Do you realize what you are doing is evil? That it is disgusting? You will go to hell if you go near that boy again. Is that what you want? No! Hey, come on. You can take the back way. That way we still have time to settle in before our shift. For future updates, follow me on social media to get updates, concept art, and behind the scenes look at Starfish Lovers. I remember to like the previous episode. Yes, I did. Excellent. Episode 3, The Matchmaker. Crab. This will get us there in no time. Ziggy, you're joking, right? We're breaking traffic regulations. Those alleyways are off limits for a reason. Well, come on, just flash your badge and they'll understand. We're on official business after all. That is an abusive way to use our status, and you know it. Maybe, but we'd be late otherwise. Or we would be late, but it is still no excuse. My, that sounds awful. Happens here as well. Lost nearly half of our porcelain stock to the wrath of the divine beast. I'll have to send Nolly out to search the auctions for new tableware. Oh dear. Is that Miss Lily? Oh boys, you seem to be a bit behind schedule. My dear Nolly was waiting for you this evening, Pinky. Peter Finnick, yo, are you reading the whole thing? This is cool. Yes, I'm going to be reading from start to the most current episode. It might take a bit because I do these in like 3-hour chunks and bar the like occasional pause to like speak to chat and such. But yeah, welcome on in, Whisper the Finnick. Bet. I'm so here for this. Hell yeah. Welcome on in.
Wow, people really like books,
Oh.
huh?
Thank you for the follow. Please enjoy your stay in the Endless Archive, if indeed you do. You know this, Molly? Friend of my grandmother's. Did you know my poor sweet daughter, after being stood up by such a handsome guard, unfazed, wanted to read her book, was so beside herself that she went straight to bed. I didn't know you had a date. It was arranged. I didn't agree to it. Sorry about that, Miss Lily. The wrath held us back a little.
Don't apologize to me, dear. Come back after your shift and have dinner with her. I'm sure she'll forgive you if you do.
I'll let you know. We gotta go.
That was annoying.
Nothing out of the ordinary, really. Miss Lily is just like that.
Are you even interested in Nolly?
No. Nolly is great and all, but Miss Lily confuses my disinterest in her as shyness.
More like you're into Tom's and not Molly's.
That is a palpable lie by the bloody wheels, Ziggy.
Denial is the first stage, you know.
No, I'm not in denial. I just haven't found a Molly I like yet.
Hey, take it easy.
You really shouldn't take me so seriously. I only jest. Thought you were a guard, not a jester.
Aw, what? Can't be both?
Oh. Not if we're late. For future updates, follow in these places.
Boop.
Episode 4. The Divine Beast.
Merciful Themis. I thought we were fine on time. What happened?
Your illegal shortcut didn't work out the way you planned?
Didn't plan on being cornered by your matchmaker.
There are several ways this could have worked out better. Bloody wheel, I hate this part.
Still nervous about the Divine Beast? Been working fine since they sent Father Morgan.
Don't change the fact that I'd feel more comfortable using the stairs, Ziggy.
Bailey, good to see you.
She looks mad.
You look like You're lucky I like you, Ziggy. One more minute and I would have reported to both of you for your tardiness. Ah, Bailey, you're truly grateful for your mercy. We're here, aren't we?
It wouldn't hurt to be here 30 minutes early like a proper Tom. Now go on. The sun is due to leave and I want to go home. Thank you, Bailey. Have a good weekend. Whoa. I have a bad feeling about this. Are you sure we can't take the stairs?
Pinky, come on. We're working fine now. Bailey and Shinny have used it throughout the week. As far as I'm concerned, it won't drop anyone from the sky anytime soon.
Boop.
Just can't believe Bailey said she liked me.
Really? That's what you're thinking about right now?
Yep. One of these days, my Molly Red will be completely smitten with me. Woohoo! We have liftoff!
Feels wrong again. Father Morgan appeased at my arse. Why the Divine Beast so angry all the time? No one seems to have an answer aside from our sins. What exactly have we done so wrong? It's like any attempts we make to appease the Divine Beast amounts to nothing. Only ones permitted to speak with the Divine Beast are members of the fold. Speak to them myself if it didn't mean being sentenced to trial by fire. But maybe there would be a clearer answer to what to do. Or would the Divine Beast repeat the same narrative? I just have to wonder if the fold can save us like they claim.
Hello.
I wanted to thank you all for sticking with Starfish Lovers. There's a lot of content and story planned for this series I'm very excited to share with you. For the time being, updates will be based on when I can complete them. I plan to do at least one every month, but with school closely approaching, I don't want to make empty promises. In the meantime, I want you to draw your attention to some fun news. We'll be initiating a Kickstarter in December. It will fund the publishing cost for the first written book of Starfish Lovers. Future updates, do all this jazz. Very cool. But there's already physical copies. Nice, nice. All right. Da-da-da-da. Oh.
Ooh. Art. Happy Halloween! Thank you all for sticking around and being so patient. Hope you have a happy and safe Halloween. Future updates follow in the places. There we go. Episode 5, A Leap of Faith. Zap. This is my last task. Once I'm done, I can retire from this life for good. I'll be free. Doubt they'll notice I'm gone. Inky. Enough lollygagging. You'll be fine. I'll be keeping a close eye till you're safely inside. Just till we're inside? What's the plan once we're done here? We'll rendezvous with you at the Crooked Wood outside of Atene. Go on. Wasted enough time. It is going to be fine. I won't get caught. Not this time. Ooh. More. What? I want to thank you for sticking with Starfish Lovers and being patient. This coming December, it's an opportunity for me to make several episodes ahead of time since I won't have time for next semester. Since I'm graduating, congrats. This in mind, I've also decided to spend more time with the book before starting the Kickstarter, which I will be launching after graduating in 2021. That should be about it. See you all next time, and be sure to follow me on social media. I tend to post progress on the comic as well as doodles of the characters. Also, if you want to support me in any way you can do so through my Ko-fi. Future updates follow in the places. Hello? Oh, there we go. Whoop, unknown error, okay. We'll just reload real quick. There we go. Oh, it's grim. Happy holidays. Wishing you all a very happy season and a bright new year. Thank you all for following Starfish Lovers and supporting me here on Webtoon and social media. Yep, all that good jazz. Episode 6, Personal Reservations. We're going to steal the sun. Doop-a-doop. As far as I know, no one has tried to do this before. Punishment for it? Could it be as bad as Olik? Fuck! Why did I let Rabia rope me back into this? Hey, would you hurry up? We have a deadline. Any idea why we are doing this? I mean, of all the things that the captain has asked us to steal, shouldn't we pick something a little less monumental? Yes. Doesn't it seem weird to you? Most of our jobs involve smuggling, freelance theft even. This feels different. It is outside of our scope, but I trust Rabia. Besides, we've been hard pressed for commissions lately. We should take what we can get. I guess. What if this is a setup? What if everyone else is on this reef? We know what it's like to lose a home. Not sitting right with me. Our job isn't to ask questions. Don't allow yourself to get sentimental over a reef that isn't even ours. We will reap the rewards from this if we do our job well. Now be quiet. We're almost there. Not what I expected from Macy. No one will be rewarded handsomely for this. It doesn't change how I feel about it. For more updates, follow in the places. Look, Amicio. They always twist the story. Rattle, rattle. Found it. Figure out the lock? Yeah, they have a locking handle on it. Clunk. It's much easier than I was expecting. Looks like we are a few tiers above the repository. But following this blueprint, there's a ventilation access. I'll make it easy to go in undetected. As long as you don't run off to flirt with the guards, of course. Really? Bringing that up now? What, am I not allowed to poke fun at my brother? I'm not in the mood. Killjoy? Thought we were on a deadline, Macy. We realized we had time to poke fun at each other. We don't, really. Forgive me for trying to have a moment with you. Sassy. Look, it's just... God, I hate being sappy. We've been gone a year, and I might have missed our banter. Well, you missed me. Scandalous. Oh, shut up and keep watch, you goof. Should I tell her? This is technically our last mission together. No. She would mean well. If the crew finds out I want to leave, it will be much more at risk than my freedom. Clack. Click. Click. Clunk. Ba-ba. Hey y'all, Animation Project took me out. Just a heads up, this semester is very taxing in regards to time management. I'll do my best to keep up with the monthly updates, but for now, there could be delays. I kind of got some upsetting news at the start of the semester, which involves me staying in school until the end of next semester in summer. Needless to say, it is going to be busy next couple of months on top of work and a new comic job. Forever be my baby, so don't fret, I will definitely have more to show and update. Until then, thank you all for sticking with me and supporting the story. Support and follow in all the places, of course. The Window, episode 8. Oh, don't. He's cute. Someone left the window open. Oh no. Oh, do you think Chinny did it? Chinny? Never breaks protocols, Chinny? I don't know. Could have been Bailey instead? Maybe. They could have just forgot, you know? But what if they didn't? Someone else has breached the repository. Here we go again. There are a lot of security checkpoints, and not excluding the divine beast. I know this job is boring, but it doesn't mean we have to look for reasons to sound for an alarm. Okay, that's all well and true. Did we ignore the possibility? I mean, look, I would prefer to be safe than sorry. You do a sweep of the building to make sure. Okay, all right. We'll set your mind at ease. We can do a quick patrol. Thank you. I'll cover the north and eastern wings, and I'll leave the rest to you. Them is almighty, always creating more work for us. Ugh. The hell was that? Have your game today. Never done that before. Ow. Forgot, okay? Be more careful next time. No, you need to be more careful. This is a big operation, and you cost us our advantage. Act like I did it on purpose. I'm aware of the cost, or did you forget I was in prison a few weeks ago? I didn't forget. So, also didn't forget all the hell you put us through to get you out. Never acknowledge all that we did for you. Think I'm ungrateful? Well, you haven't been the same since... Feels like you don't care. Really? You expect me to be the same after being tortured for 2 years in Olik? Tortured? Come on, it couldn't have been that bad. It's just prison. Just prison. In Olik, you have no idea why they arrested me, do you? They do to people who are like me. No, I don't know. I just thought you needed some space or something. You haven't talked about it since you've been back. Would it have hurt to ask? Wait until now to say something? Inky, save it. You have more important things to worry about, right? Whoop. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sticking around. I have a lot more in store for this comic series, and I'm so excited to share the rest of it with you all. Needed to take time away to focus on school, and thankfully now I'm at the end as I am graduating next week with my bachelor's. Damn! With that being said, I want to draw attention to the fact that I have been working hard behind the scenes to get the first and second season of Starfish Lovers fleshed out completely.
have a total of 4 seasons planned, and I can confidently say that season 1 and 2 are completely ready. On top of that, I have also been hard at work with planning the world building of Starfish Lovers so that the setting is as rich as I intended to be within the story. If you want to be a part of the process and witnessed it firsthand, I have started a Patreon that focuses both on the world building of Starfish Lovers, progress updates, pages as I work on them, as well as concept design and brainstorming on the story itself. However, the Patreon hosts many different things than just Starfish Lovers and also gives you an in-depth view on other stories I'm working on, like my small 8-page comics that I publish bi-monthly. Any support you give helps me to work on the things that I love and get to share with you all. Hope all of you are safe and well once again. Thank you for being so kind and supportive of the story of my work. See you next episode. Patreon and Ko-fi. Big thank you to my current patrons, Keel Adams and Danielle Shriver. Follow in the places, and then forward. Warning, reader discretion is advised. Minor blood and predatory violence. No animals were harmed in the making of this episode. Starfish Lovers, Episode 9, The Navel. Clack, clack, clack. Hey.
A thought has come to mind, Boris.
And what is that, my queen?
Whoop.
Excited to announce there will be some changes to Starfish Lovers in regard to aesthetic, hence the logo change, as well as the consistency of updates. I plan on keeping myself busy with bi-monthly update schedule, which means that every second Sunday and every last Sunday of each month I'll have a new update for the comic. I'm very excited about this news, and I'm looking forward to working hard in order to finish first season of Starfish Lovers ASAP. Until then, thank you for your patience and see you next episode. Big thank you to patrons. Aww. It was all acting, you see. The Queen, episode 10.
A thought has come to mind, Boris.
And what is that, my queen?
I should avoid this summit, as a Connemare would avoid the presence of a naval.
You would abandon your queenly duties?
Merely a thought. Without my attendance, no changes can be made since the treaty requires the presence of my grandmother's lineage.
You could always request Lafania to go in your stead.
Oh yes, let's call upon the sibling who abandoned her duties long before I toyed with the idea.
Then I suppose you're entrapped by your responsibilities once more.
So it appears.
Big thank you to them. Support in the places. The Queen, Part 2. My queen, do not fret. You have many allies who are like-minded. It would be folly to permit the spawn of Amond any ounce of power back into their kingdom.
You are sweet to comfort me, but I do not foresee that we can keep the kingdom of Kanum poor and unprotected forever. Enough hungry mouths that cry for help will eventually soften the hearts of those who inflicted the pain.
I suppose we do have new leaders in the mix. It may be difficult for them to understand the reason for the treaty's severity. Orang's heart will surely bleed for the people of Kanum, for getting their claws.
I won't hold that against him. His compassion is a gift to the world.
Perhaps he will surprise you. We are at the precipice and have not experienced the fall just yet.
This is true. Just seeing what the outcome holds.
I have announcements that I want to share. We have a sticker set that will be sold on Etsy in celebration of fall. Since this is one of my favorite seasons, I felt like getting into the celebration of it by making some character stickers for the comic. I may have also made beautyberry jelly, but that is an unrelated topic. I will be posting these stickers as well as a few other designs I've done in the past on my Etsy this month, so keep your eyes peeled. Bower Horde. The Bower Horde? Bower Horde? Coming soon to the Bower Horde. Angelina, Pinky and Dinky, Macy, Maximilian, Lena and Cassandra, and Lefania. Thanks to all the patrons. Episode 12, Concerning Pirates.
Lefania? Angelina? Glad to see you made it here with no trouble. There was no trouble for me to find. All the reports. Mediocre at best. The Merchants Guild has alerted us to more stolen goods along the coast. Apparently pirates have been running rampant. Our Coast Guard has reported seeing one of the ships known as the Lamprey nearby. Seems we'll need to charter more ships to hunt them down. I'll handle that before the summit begins. I'd be happy to have you take that off my hands. I'm sure. Speaking of which, I have another favor to ask. What would that be? Hello all, I have an announcement that I want to share. The 4 Etsy stickers are up on sale on my Etsy. Also have a sale of 10% for fall until the end of September. Those are plans for a fun little mini comic in October in celebration of Halloween. I'll be posting it here on the 30th of October. Available at the Bower Horde. Look at those stickers. They're so good. Big thank you to the patrons. Support in the places. Episode 13, Jealousy. It's just for the summit, but I cannot part with Boris to handle my duties at the castle. So you want me to do it? Yes. I lament the days when I didn't have to parade around as your copy. You had 16 years to avoid your responsibilities. All I'm asking for is 3 days out of your life to help me. Yes, 16 glorious years of freedoms from this brainwashed queendom. You could have left too, you know. So you propose I should have denied our mother's dying request? Request that you weren't there to hear? I didn't avoid her death on purpose, and besides, you were better qualified for the position anyways. Never let your disability stop you from reading those apostate texts. Why do you know you wouldn't have filled that other role just as well as I? I'm not interested in being interrogated. I'll pretend to be your happy little doppelganger if it will keep us as far apart as possible. Lefania! Hello all. To wish you all a happy spooky month, and just to bring your attention to a special episode that will be posted this month so it doesn't come out as a surprise. Please flip phone sideways for a more immersive experience. Well, I'm not on my phone, unfortunately. A crick in the crypt. St. Luce's tomb has been abandoned for years now. Crick in the Crypt will be uploaded on Halloween in celebration of the holiday. I'm very excited for this story to be posted, and I hope you all are too. Keel Adams, and this is all the patrons. Excellent. Gotta do a short announcement to inform you. But there is no update today. There will be one on the 31st. My schedule got a bit out of my hands due to starting a new job. Slowly acclimating to the new schedule, and the regular update schedule will resume in November. I just wanted to let you all know I will most likely be going on hiatus in December and January, but we'll be back with a bang in February. I want to be able to focus on family a little more during the holidays and spend January developing a buffer for the series. Truly appreciative to all of you who have followed and supported this story, and I'm very excited to start the next chapter in 2022. In the meantime, enjoy a little something special I made for you all, and see you on the 31st. Starfish Lovers Field Guide to Palu. Connemare. Connemare is a native species found in open fields, along hedgerows, and deep in kelp forests. Gathered in warrens, Connemares prefer locations that have bountiful food sources. As omnivorous creatures, they're scavengers with a primary herbivorous diet. In areas where no natural predators exist, Connemare can cause severe damage to the ecosystem by depleting vegetation. Natural predators are the Navol, Lopa, Tusa, Goofle, and the Mao.
spines produce toxins that ward off some predators. Produces reproductive organs when ready to breed. Microscopic hairs allow detection of scents. Navel. Gills allows the navel to travel to other reefs. Excellent swimmers due to their powerful tails. The navel are predatory species that can be found all over Palu. Natural predators to the Connemara, these creatures can consume their prey without being harmed by the toxins produced from their spines. Navel have also adapted well to the presence of the Mao. Their preferred environments vary, but can be found around farmlands and kelp forest. Navel are also carriers to a disease known as Ira. Those infected become aggressive and is fatal if left untreated. Crick. Fungi uses the host to spread spores. Crick have a voracious appetite and are highly aggressive. Those bitten become infected with the same poison from the mushroom and are later turned. Fungi is considered extremely poisonous if consumed. Victims die within a matter of hours before transformation. The origins of the crick have long been theorized. Many place blame on a subterranean fungi that locals call corpse breath. It is believed the first colony had consumed corpse breath during a famine, and the unpleasant properties were revealed. Without proper access into the thermal vents, it is difficult to run thorough tests. It is believed the consumption of corpse breath can grant eternal life. Perhaps not a life some Mao would want to live. Big thank you to the patrons, supporting all the places. Crick in the Crypt. Oof. Can't read this.
St. Luce's tomb has been abandoned for years now. Everyone believes that when a tomb was vandalized, it angered the saint, leaving us undefended from the crick. They say Crick lives here now. I'd rather be anywhere else but here. Clack. Yeah! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
I won't hurt you.
See? Just a mask. Oh!
You're a bit young to be in these woods by yourself, especially on a night like this. What are you doing here?
Mirko dared me to. Took my ma's necklace and told me to come back with proof of a crick's trade.
Seems a bit unfair when there isn't a single crick to be found for miles. But I might have an idea.
He screams like a baby.
Think the crick got him?
Oh, come on, Nando. Cricks aren't real.
But what about old man Taldio? He said he had blood on the corners of his mouth when they dug him up. Clear sign that he was turning into a crick.
Those Toms got arrested for desecrating a grave, which means they were in the wrong and there was no crick.
Snap.
Yes.
Clink, clink. Run, it's a monster! There you go. There you are, kiddo.
Thanks. Feels weird not giving you something back.
Well, if you really want to give back, you could join me for tea.
Sure, I'd like that.
You and I both. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed company.
Aww. That's precious.
Yep, happy Halloween. Support all of those places. Episode 14, The Pharaoh.
Queen Angelina, Prince Khnum, we are honored to have your presence here.
Pharaoh. My father passed recently.
I offer my sincerest apologies. I was not made aware.
I am disappointed to know that you of all people were not informed. Nevertheless, your apology has been accepted. We have business to conclude, so I would like to start as soon as possible.
You are the last to arrive. one who is so eager to begin our negotiations, I'm surprised you did not arrive earlier. I wouldn't concern yourself with the time of my arrival. You have other things to worry about soon enough. Boris?
Yes, my queen.
May inform our diplomat that he is released from his position. Find me a new one who will not embarrass me.
Right away, my queen. Halloween Club slasher flick. Turn sideways. Here's 0. Time Gate Reaper. Guardian Wings. Oh, more comics. Oh my god. Find me. Can't read that one. Villainous Again. Starfish Lovers. Very nice. Restoration of Heartless Emotions. Backfire. Okay, Backfire. The Prophet's Cause. Chase? Cause? I can't quite read that one. The Hidden Rooms. Amalgams. Off the Grid. I can't read that at all. Spook. Shadow Dove. Happy Law. Turn your phone sideways. Yeah. Year 0. The Time Gate Reaper. Guardian Wings. Z-Tuned. Find Me. The Elemental. Okay. Villainous Again. Starfish Lovers. Heartless Emotions. Yep. Backfire. Prophet's Chase. Okay. Hidden Rooms. The Amalgams. Off the Grid. Solaris. Okay. Spook. Shadow and the Dove. Okay. Happy Law. Nice. So many new stories to add. Oh god. Hello all, thank you so much for supporting me, and I hope you'll consider other creators in the collaboration above. I had so much fun being a part of different collabs during this spooky month, and I look forward to be a part of more of them in the future. For now, I hope you all have a happy Halloween and see you again in November. Thank you to the patrons, support in all the places. Episode 15, The Summit. We welcome you all to the annual Summit of Palu. This gathering marks the 50th year since the Treaty of Armus. We'll be discussing its revision and allow Ishatur, the Pharaoh of Khnum, to plead his case. Esteemed leaders, thank you for your gracious gesture in allowing me to speak today on behalf of my people. The Kut have followed the agreement and upheld our penance for the war guilt for 50 years. Every coin we have earned has gone towards paying for the grievances my grandfather caused. Since that time, we have been denied any leniency. I believe it is time to move on. The conflict of our ancestors did not have to be ours. I must ask on behalf of the starving mouths of my people that we humbly beg once more for a release from this heavy tax. Let us join together in a new age of peace. He has certainly mellowed out. You remember that debacle from 3 years ago? Hello all, a small change of plans in regards to the episode posting. I'd have a total of 17 panels posted today, but I realized I set the bar too high for myself. Good news is, you all get a 3rd episode this month. I had plans to try and finish this part of the arc for Chapter 2 at the beginning of December, but I'm now realizing that as a one-man band, I'd be killing myself doing that. So as much as I would prefer to meet this insane deadline, I'll do the smart thing and pace myself better. Just super excited for the next arc, and I want to get there already. However, I should not sacrifice quality over quantity. Thank you for listening. Thank you all for listening and reading, and I'll see you all next Sunday. Bye! So one last thing. Coming soon to the Bower Horde. Whoa! Big thank you to the patrons, supporting the places. Starfish Lovers. Episode 16, The Debacle. It'd be difficult to forget. Casimir may have been out of line, but Isador's actions made it worse. Isador! Speak of my father again and I'll blacken the other eye! Isador, enough!
But he...
Be silent. I don't want your excuses.
He was kitten-like, and the deciding factor on why they were denied leniency that day. Wonder where the change began. Doesn't matter. The change is nice, I suppose. Cleo? I hardly think this is the time to be ogling. Oh, hush, I can admire from afar.
Episode 17, The Summit Part 2.
50 years is a long time to pay a debt. I agree. I am surprised it was allowed to go on for so long. Let us not be hasty. I am curious about this sentence. What crime was committed? Isidore's grandfather enslaved the people of Emmerich, holding an iron fist over them until Queen Gloria rose to free her people. Says he threatened every nation within his vicinity, including mine. After 50 years, I believe leniency for their economy is well and good, so long as the assemblage of forces is not. So you hope to leave them defenseless? Defenseless from what exactly? They should focus on rebuilding their economy? We are losing territory to the Grimalkin. We need forces to defend us. Learn to make peace with the Grimalkin. They were here long before us and can teach you more than you'd think. Besides, forming a military costs coin you do not possess. Hello all, thank you for tuning into this episode. I do want to remind you all that I'm going on hiatus. Since I've uploaded 3 episodes this month, I'll be taking the full month of December off as well as January. Good news is I'll be using January to jump back on the bandwagon and create a buffer. I honestly lament taking a break. I really don't want to, but I know that I have to honor my body when it tells me I need one. Thank you so much for sticking with me this year. I'll most likely have some cute illustrations to share in December, but there will not be any new content to see until February 6th. Until then, I wish you all a happy December and January, and I'm excited to see you all in 2 months. A big thanks to the patrons. Undoodle for a not-so-fun future. Or not so far future. Boop. New Year's Party collab, ringing in the new year 2022. Oh boy, sideways again. Sword of Arcadia. Sunrise Blossom. Oh, she's cute. Oh, is there heart? Happy New Year, Guardians. Little Dream. Oh. Unconscious Nightmare. Starfish Lovers, Knights of the Lion, Stars and Roses, Serendipity, Danny and I Can't Read That, Evirato, Nidhogg, Tetracomancy, organized by Cherry. There's all of the peeps, all of the comics, Guardians of the World, okay. Sunrise Blossom, Memories of Oblivion, Serendipity, okay. And Knights of the Lion, Nidhogg, Cherry Bride, okay. Stars in Roses, okay. These are neat. I always love seeing these collabs. Hey y'all, I'm the creator of Starfish Lovers, and I'm planning on hosting a Q&A soon. If you have questions about the world of Starfish Lovers, its characters, or anything else at all, feel free to comment below. I don't mind helping, you know. No, ma'am. I've got it. Aw, he just took the thing. Big thank you to the patrons, support in all the places. Episode 18, The Summit. Oh yes, let us make peace with demons that have raided our homes, killing our women and children. Your dismissiveness reeks of bitterness. I speak from experience, years more than you. Are you certain that is the source of your bias? You have proven time and again that you would rather watch my kingdom crumble into nothing. My own father wasted away beneath the weight of this treaty due to the grudge you hold. It sounds as though you also hold a grudge. It is fair for both sides if there was not bad blood between us, I would be concerned. And so you admit it. Even though it is our first meeting on common ground, you despise my presence just as much. Do not twist my words. The loss of so much territory is... Whoop.
Ads. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody who is stuck in ad hell. The ads do support what we do here at the Endless Archives. Please consider subscribing, but only if you're able to. And if you happen to have Amazon Prime, you do get that one free subscription a month. So you can toss that at me, at anyone else you want, and we definitely appreciate it. And another way you can support everybody on Twitch without worrying about multiple subscriptions, Twitch Turbo, that supports literally anyone you watch with just one subscription. So yeah. Back to where we were. Take a quick swig of water. There we go. Do not twist my words. The loss of so much territory is a fitting punishment for your grandfather, even though he is no longer here to experience its toll. So then why did my people suffer for 50 years? Why my father? All you want to do is drudge up the past. Must I get on my knees and beg? Is that what you want? The angry kitten in him still lives, it seems. The past is there to learn from, Isador. But I am not heartless. I feel we should allow you to restore your economy.
But what I find unagreeable is the assemblage of forces.
Perhaps we can agree to for him to have a small assemblage of troops, enough to protect the lands they currently own. Big thanks to the patrons and all that jazz. Episode 19, The Summit.
Merong, your kindness knows no bounds, but it would be best if they make peace with their natives.
Peace does not come easily. Some of us aren't so keen on breeding with demons.
That was quite rude, Casimir. The truth can be uncomfortable. You should be ashamed of her lineage. Oof. Why are you so concerned with my lineage when it is none of your concern? If anyone has anything to be ashamed of, it's you. Subjugating your people and destroying their culture. Leek used to be so full of color before you took over. Let us not forget your murderous escapades of our brother and sister tribes. Chituntu, sit down.
I agree.
You have little room to be damning others.
If this weren't neutral ground.
What? I dare you. Give me an excuse to avenge my wife, you snaggletooth bastard. Brother, please. You're not here to be scratching at old wounds.
Oof. Big thank you. Thanks to the patrons. Work where you can. The Summit 5.
All of you stop. This is not the time. Silence! Contain yourselves. You've gone wildly off topic. I believe the Kut should at least be allowed to defend themselves. Whether they manage to make peace or not is up to them. Say that we allow them this small assemblage. But any forces larger than 1,000 soldiers will be grounds for breaking the treaty.
I am fine with this proposal.
That is reasonable. Pinkashaya.
Port into places. Thank you to the patrons. Starfish Lovers Q&A Part 1. What's the inspiration for your fantasy world of Starfish Lovers? I have a few inspirations. Dragonborn Chair. Ed Williams, a Dragonborn Chair for the in-depth decisions about society and the world and the peoples in the world. Grimokin are heavily influenced by the Scythi in this book, aka the elves in the world of Ostinard. Titan AE, oh my god. I think I'm gonna name it Bob. The idea of creatures being present in space and creatures made of pure energy, like the Void Shark. Space Angels, the Dredge. The Void Shark, Part 1. Maybe? Oof. Subnautica, for many inspirations from their concept designs I've seen on Pinterest and from gameplay. Very nice. And the real world, such as the Sea Bunny, and using sea creature and land animal mashups that I felt would make sense or would be interesting. The Sea Bunny. Oh my god. Axolotl Dolphin, Barracuda Fox, Hermit / Bear, Wolf Otter, Spider Shark. Oh god, that's terrifying. Cuttlefish Rat, Deer Seahorse, Boar Eel, Reef Shark Greyhound, that's sick. Manatee and Bull / Cow, Snail and a Cat, go burr. Owl and the Squid, Bull Shark Badger, Sea Turtle Porcupine, Nurse Shark and Dog. This is shit that's straight out of like Avatar: The Last Airbender, like that one scene. Surely you mean like Gopher Bear, Badger Bear? Just bear. This place is weird. Just a regular bear is the weirdest thing anyone's ever heard of. But this is so cool. The Spider Shark is terrifying. Okay, here I go. What inspired you to make this story?
My friend and I tend to have random conversations that happen late in the evening that my wife lovingly dubs crack talks. At the time, I wanted to doodle something involving cats and space because I was bored, and before we knew it, we had the start of a concept for a short story. Their world is a combo of space and the ocean. Oh yes. Oh, and they're cats, and their names are Pinky and Inky. Ah, cute. Yes. And they're gay. Oh my fucking god. Yes. It would be good to mention that it took about 2 years for Starfish Lovers to evolve into what it is now. At the time of my decision to turn it into a webtoon, I hit a low point in my life. I realized I wasted 4 years on a college degree I didn't want it. I didn't want it, and was also really ill from COVID. Ugh. Found comfort in Castle Swimmers on webtoons, which motivated me to start this story. I need to read Castle Swimmers, so if you haven't read their comic, please do so. Is there any society where Pinky and Inky can have a relationship and not be hunted down for having demons? I guess I had more questions than I thought. Tell me everything you can without spoiling your story, okay? There are a handful of societies that would be not only inclusive but also affirming of Pinky and Inky's relationship. The Empire of Amintas, the Kingdom of Arash, the Abney Communalism, Grimalkin, and the Kunum Dynasty. I'd show the rest of these regions, but I'm still working on the whole map at the moment. But for reference of characters and their respective religions, I can include early concept work of the leaders of Palu and sketch work of at least one full-blooded Grimalkin. Isidore, son of Amon, pharaoh of Kunum, jungle cat. Ladesi of Abney, priestess of Abarash, serval. Chitundu of Abney, chieftain of Burhane, Karakol. Disu of Albany, chieftain of Ifa, black-footed cat. Emperor Dai, nephew of Goro, Siamese, Empire of Setsuri. Empress Cleo, daughter of Lycos and Ari, Agian European wildcat. Empire of Amintas, Grimalkin half-breed. Queen Angelina, daughter of Liviana Mancoon / Lynx, Kingdom of Emery. Mancoons are my favorite cat. Castle Swimmer is phenomenal. I saw it. I believe I started reading it in its first iteration, and then they rebooted it. And I haven't read the reboot. I need to. Mancoons are my favorite cat, by the way. Grimalkin half-breed. De facto Casimir, heir of Makar, Krillian Bobtail, Olik Federation. Shah Marang, nephew of Shaheen, Persian, Kingdom of Arash. Ziggy's moms, Beatrice and Kemia. Aww. Kemia, singing throat. Singing throat? What? Enslaved and purchased from Olik, Siberian tiger, Grimalkin, Native American influence. Nice. My nickname in the Discord server is Casimir's #1 simp, which makes me an awful person, but oh well. That's amazing. Episode 21, the final verdict. Thank you, Emperor Dai. Now, nod. With this proposal, I believe it is time. Cast your votes. We shall see what the outcome is. By count of votes, Kingdom of Kunum will be granted partial leniency, allowed the restructure of their economy. Boing. Along with the admittance of a small assemblage to defend territory. Big thank you to all the peeps. The Solar Tower, episode 22. Oh, look at these guys. What is that? Oh, is that tower like hanging upside down? That's sick. And it makes sense too because they live in a fucking dome and oh my god. What's in the... What? What was that? Oh, there we go. It's a follow. It's not showing up in the chat for whatever reason. The Novelist, thank you so much for the follow. Please enjoy your stay in the Endless Archives, if indeed you do. That was weird. It's not showing up in chat. Maybe... There we go. I managed to find it. Just took me a second. Is it the one and only? It might be. I can't believe it's been a year since this decree. By papal decree, these vessels are hereby decommissioned and will thusly be regarded with respect and shall not be, by any circumstances, be manipulated or utilized henceforth. Ziggy is probably right. Could have just been a mistake. Especially because we haven't had any incidents in the last 5 years. But it feels wrong not to check. Starfish Lovers, episode 23. Uncertainty. Thank you. And indeed, I had to make an account. Oh, thank you so much. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Yeah, welcome on in. I'm loving the story so far. Hey, it's the one and only, the Novelist. There's only one Novelist. There are no others. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you so much for dropping on in. I hope you enjoy the time as I read your comic. Oh man, this is her comic. Well, yeah, I know. It says like follow the Novelist on Facebook. I figured. But the name I find funny because it's the Novelist. There's only one Novelist. All others are fake. I'm kidding. I say that with love. Everything looks untouched. Really hope I didn't make us run around for nothing. Guess all the talk about the divine wrath has got me on edge. Again. Everything is clear on my end, bud. Did you notice anything? No, nothing. Sorry for the added stress. You're fine. Are you okay? I guess we've talked about it before, though, so there's no point in bringing it up again. I'm always here to talk. Doesn't matter how often we hash it out. I've been enjoying it very much so. And lol, your jests are perfection, lol. Oh well, hi, nice to meet you. I suck at jokes. You're fine. No worries. Yeah, but welcome on in. Please enjoy your stay, as I said. I read webcomics. It can get a bit spicy up in here occasionally if I see a character that makes me go awooga. I like the voices you do, though. Gives the reading character. Yeah. Pardon me. But yeah, thanks. Voice acting is a real passion of mine. I hope to get involved in projects with it eventually. I've loved doing voices as a kid, and ever since I started playing Dungeons and Dragons years ago, it's just been all downhill from there. And reading webcomics has always been a passion of mine, so I figured I will combine the two. And a big thank you to the patrons supporting the places, like the episode, and boop. Ever since D&D, it's all been downhill from there. Every nerd at one point or another. Probably.
Episode 24, Disquieted. Warning, reader discretion is advised. The following scenes carry implications of sexual trauma. Please care for yourself and your mental health. Feel free to use this resource for if you or a loved one needs support. www.rainn.org/resources. Yeah, please take care of yourself. If this is about to get heavy, also, if you need to step away and check something else out while I read this, by all means, don't force yourselves to be here. Honestly, that sounds like the best way to do the two things you love simultaneously, and also mood, especially about D&D. I used to DM, and that was a catalyst for the world building in Starfish Lovers. Ooh, oh, we're at this part. This section took me like a week. Valid. But yeah, I play D&D and I also DM. We switch, my group and I, we switch DMs around when we, that way no one person is like the forever DM. And I'm currently writing not only am I writing a bunch of like projects that I want to eventually publish, including several comic scripts and novels, I'm also writing a new D&D campaign that I want to run my players through, and that's going to be fun. And yeah, a lot of world building does come down to like playing a D&D game. Oh my god, that is so healthy. I love they all do that. Yeah, we came up with it because some of us just like DMing but also playing, and we just like, why don't we just switch off every campaign or so? Or if we want to do a one shot, we can run a one shot and take a break from the main campaign. And it was just like, yeah, that's actually a really good system. Let's do that. I know. I just worry it gets annoying hearing me prattle on. I guess the issue is, I don't know if I made the right decision about leaving the faith. I think it's pretty normal to go back and forth on it. You really don't gotta worry about annoying me. I'll tell you if it ever bothers me. Thanks. Did this start with the street preacher? Yeah. Hearing him kind of brought me back to boarding school. On a time I was expelled for the incident. Oof. Hey all, if you have time, please send some love to these creators. There are so many comic creators with amazing stories to share. Hopefully one of them will speak to you. God damn it, more for my list. Spook. Patch. Ooh, looks neat. Arrows make strange bedfellows. Crazy J's. Different. Big thanks to the patrons, support and places and things. Starfish Lovers Q&A final. How'd you come up with the character designs, especially the Pharaoh? I'm happy to answer your questions and appreciate the focus on Isidore. Most of the characters, such as Blake, Queen Angelina, aka Angel, LMAO beware, this will only increase with comic shoutouts. I apologize in advance. No, it's nothing that's on you. It's just every time I'm reading a webtoon and you all do this shoutout thing, I'm just like, oh fuck, I've got to add more to my list. Shit. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm gonna add this one. Okay, I'll add this one. I love it, don't get me wrong. I say it with all the love I can muster. That it's just like, oh god, my list of comics to read is getting bigger. Fuck. Shit. The ADHD brain can only do so much. LMAO. At least you have forever content. Pretty much. The struggle between wanting to read more and watching how you'll never get to them but wanting to. Yep. Mood. Very big mood. But I can damn well try. And this whole setup here, me reading, is a way of me reading more. Because I read on my phone all the time before bed, which I shouldn't do, but this is also an excuse to channel that into just being like, hey, one, I can practice my voice acting, two, I could just be a nerd and you all can watch. As weird as that sounds, I just get to be a nerd on stream and people like it, and I'm just like, why I'm just here, I'm just a little guy. Queen Angelina, aka Angel, Lefadia, aka Gypsy Leaf, War, Miss Lilia Nali, no name changes this round. I'm liking it. Excellent. They're based off cats from friends and family. In fact, a good majority of characters in Starfish Lovers are. However, for any characters outside of those parameters, like Isidore, for example, I have to go about the design process differently. A little nerd away. We can nerd together. Hell yeah! Like if you wanna add me and we can chat about stuff and gush and we can share stories and just you got me going now. In Isidore's case, I browsed on Pinterest for character concepts and cultural influences. I found fantasy-related ones more so than factual representations. Whoa. Hey, it's Cusco. Oh, it's the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. The poison meant to kill Cusco. I think that's Sinbad. Original spark for overall appearance. Hood inspiration, very nice. Piercing inspiration, cool. For some reason, I fell into the trap of making him pretty stinking attractive. I'm just going to pretend he demanded for it to be this way. Leave it at that. I know that feeling. In one of the in the comic script I'm currently working on, my current mainstay comic idea, I went through several drafts before finally I started writing again. And the main character, who was originally just supposed to be female, I was just like, trans. That feels right. And so I was just like, nah, the character wanted to be trans. So I'm just, okay, well, I guess I'll write this now. Good for you. Good for you for understanding that, that you wanted to be trans, character in my head. Part 1 answered. Yeah, here you go. What inspired you to make the story? Yeah, answered in part 1. Are the people of this world aliens, and what is the name of their species? This they do. That they literally take the wheel. Yeah, all the time. For real. Are they aliens? Yes, at least that is how I view them overall, considering the world they are in. I've dubbed them the Mao, which means cat in Chinese. Indeed, I had sort of taken the name from the Jiang Mao, which is a race from my homebrew D&D campaign. Hell yes. Their culture was heavily based off of Chinese culture. And out of all the characters, which one is your favorite? Admittedly, I'm crippled by indecision. I love all my characters, which very much though, and view them as actual individuals despite them being fictional. If I were to have to choose, I love Nali and her overall personality. Aww. Oh, snap! Oh, I feel like I know exactly this picture. I feel like I've seen this. She definitely wears her emotions on her sleeve. She's loud and expressive and is not afraid to express herself either. It often gets her in trouble with society she lives in, but that doesn't stop her. In the same hand, many of my characters have amazing qualities, and I love them all for different reasons, but it makes it hard to have a definitive favorite. I'm excited to introduce some of the other characters I have ready for Chapter 2, as well as going into more detail about Nolly and Miss Lily, even Ziggy's moms. There are a lot of characters to introduce and a lot of story to get through too. What's the inspiration for your fantasy world of Starfish Lovers? Answered in part 1. There's a lot of major/side characters and relationships. Well, can we see relationship graph? But not to include spoiler stuff. Cheers. Absolutely. And I'll include characters that have been revealed already. Queen Angelina, she, her. Siblings, Lefania, she, her. Royal Advisor, Boris, he, him. Lefania, she, her. Lovers, included only because it was revealed on Patreon. Oh, so they are lovers. Dawn Guard of the Solar Tower, Pinky, he, him. Childhood friends, Ziggy, he, him. Boss's boss. Oh, the boss's boss. Co-workers, crush, one-sided crush. Bailey, she, her. Okay. Pinky, him. Childhood friend. Nolly, she, her. Mothers. Miss Lily, she, her. Grandmother's bestest friend. Ziggy, he, him. Adoptive mother. Biological son. Beatrice, she, her. Significant other. Aww. Pirate crew of the Lamprey. Macy, she, her. I head off. The spouse and I are off for a dinner date. Good luck with the rest of the stream. There's a good chance I will be a returner to this stream. Hell yeah. I hope you have a lovely date, and please tell the people you love that you love them. Give them a hug.
Yeah, enjoy your time. Thank you for stopping by. Chosen family / siblings. Enjoy the date. Yeah. Mishu, she, her. Captain Rabia, she, her. He, him, she, her. Chosen family / siblings. Bank, yes. Quartermaster of the Lamprey. Okay. Come on, Pinky. We can't tell that it's too heavy for just you. Maybe you should ask your boyfriend to help. He's sitting right there, playing with a butterfly. After all. Boyfriend? Advertising, blah, blah, blah. Boyfriend. Always wanted a cute boyfriend. Cute! Can't really think of anything I haven't already asked you. Just stuff about the evolution of your world and the critters. Maybe more details about the technology and how they discovered it. When they have so much religious persecution going on, are there multiple religions? Maybe you have so many questions. In the same hand, it is also a sign for me to find good places to implement more world-building knowledge. More world-building knowledge where it's applicable. One part of this about this story is that it's constantly evolving. At the moment, the 3 major religions are as follows. People of Abony believe in Ashaya, who is known as the Void Mother. They believe that all of existence sits in the belly of a massive void shark known as Ashaya. They believe that void sharks are sacred and are the direct offspring of their goddess. People of Amintas believe in Isawe, which in their tongue translates to feminine wisdom. It is a matriarchal belief system that follows what would be considered a goddess trinity. I believe that they were first gifted safe passage to Palu by a great serpent that dwells within the sea space. Thusly, the serpent iconography that I have headcanon to be an olive sea snake. This religion is slightly more fleshed out than a few others, with inspiration from the Ouroboros and some religious theories about the serpent in the Garden of Eden, as well as a flavor text from Wicca's Triple Goddess, Wicca's Triple Goddess, and how there are 3 stages of femininity: the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Combining that with the phrase "all are one," because by the end, a woman will have either been a maiden, a mother, and finally a crone, or maiden, enchantress, and crone. Because not every woman has to be a mother. And then, of course, we have the cosmic faith, which is a very heavy-handedly based off of Christian beliefs and values, them as being the Son of God, sent to save God's people from their sin. And then, of course, God, who I have renamed to be Elileon. For the most part, the religion is the same. However, instead of being crucified on a cross, Themis was executed on what is known as a breaking wheel. Thus, the reason for the phrase is like bloody wheel, wheel on a wafer, and so on and so forth. Sorry for the long paragraphs. I know I'm doing a massive amount of info dumping, but I swear everything has its purpose or is hinted at somewhere within the story. I love lore dumps. Yeah, this is my jam. This is my shit, yo. As for the final question, I'll have to explain the best I can. I'll try to explain the best I can. Just keep in mind that this story is evolving because I am just one overworked brain, and Starfish Lovers is very much a multifaceted world that I don't get as much time as I'd like to spend on it. I'm glad. I will always endeavor to add more. Hell yes. We do love it. Since I have plans to finalize a website that will hold all of the lore and creature information I'll hold off on that info for now. As for technology, to keep it simple without giving too much away, the Mao believe that their technology was given to them by their god. Many members believe that they were guided through their exodus to the reefs they're on now by Elilion. They colonized and drove out the demons Grimokin to claim the land that was promised to them by their god. Things that are considered gifts from Elilion are the most advanced technologies, such as the solar tower, the divine beasts presented so far, like the elevator in episode 4, and many other advanced devices that simply work for them without any influence. However, that is not to say that all of them work, as over time many of the gifts and divine beasts given to the Mao have ceased to function or have been prohibited from use. Most members of society utilize their own current inventions, like lanterns, what would look like the Gutenberg printing press, pocket watches, clocks, water wheels, a early rendition of the telescope,
rushlights, rudimentary gas and air pumps, and so on and so forth. Keep in mind that due to religious persecution, a lot of what is made is heavily monitored, at least in Emmerich. Overall, they more or less have a hodgepodge of technology. I'm aiming primarily for the 1700s if we want to be specific, keeping in mind that the people of Palu have unique challenges they have to overcome, like sea space. Very cool. The above is a very sneak peeky kind of content, but I'm fine with showing it because it is relevant and won't give anything away really. On the topic of the technological challenges, Mao have had to advance enough to figure out a way to cross the sea space into other reefs without the use of worlds, since Noroski, this story's version of the Roma, commandeered them from Emmerich, thus creating ships that are capable of protecting passengers from the external dangers of the sea space. I think that's all of the questions. Thank you all so much for participating in this and asking such awesome and thought-provoking questions. I truly enjoyed answering them and helping you all in understanding the world of Starfish Lovers a little bit better, and maybe also probably being able to gush about these characters and their world. Yes, we love to see it. I'll most definitely do another Q&A in the future, so for now, thank you again, and onward to the rest of our tale. Next. That was fun. Episode 25, Recall. Considering everything back then and the way it made me feel earlier, I'm wondering if the preacher was speaking some truths about it, and that is why it resonated with me so much. His delivery of it wasn't great, but he isn't wrong about the divine beasts, you know? Didn't the divine wraths happen back then too? Wait, did they? Yeah. You remember when we had snow that one summer? Oh yeah, that was awesome. We were out in the woods for hours. It was. But it was also a divine wrath. Oh, are the wraths supposed to be like the plagues? My mom and I went to church that Sunday, and the end times were all the priest could talk about. And something along the lines of, the unusual weather is a sign that we have fallen out of the good graces of the divine beasts. We are on borrowed time. We must right ourselves within the year. That was 16 years ago. So we were about 9? You think maybe we managed to appease them and that's why it didn't happen? That would be a good assumption if it weren't for the years of failed prophecies. So far, nothing that priest claimed had come to pass. Pretty sure he was lying. I have a hunch that the fold might be echoing the same narrative. But what's the point of shuk-junk? Lying. Meal on a wafer. Really? 2 wraths in one day? Hey all, if you have some time, please send some love to these creators. Oh no. There are so many comic creators with amazing stories to share. Hopefully one of them will speak to you. Spook. Okay, Patch. Yep, we've seen this one. Crazy Jays. Okay, different. Okay. So, nothing new. Thank God. A big thank you to all the people. Thanks for reading, supporting the places. And next. A bit, yeah. They're almost like strange environmental disasters that are believed to come from the divine beast. Example, the ballast, a divine beast, is responsible for gravity. Ah. Okay, so it's natural disasters, but they're referring to them almost in like the same vein as the plagues. I get it. I see. Yeah. Fun fact, I really love all of the religious symbolism and iconography and stuff because I was raised Jewish, so a lot of this stuff I'm just like, this is familiar. Why is this familiar? Episode 26, The Thief. Reader discretion is advised. Following scene contained violence and blood. I wonder how long this is going to last. Your guess is as good as mine. Of course, the whole city has a blackout while it's our shift. Well, that's odd. What? Atme is still lit up. I think it's just us. You think this is a completely new wrath? I don't know. What do we do if this? What do we do if the sun just boom stops working? Who is that? A sodding thief! Halt! Well, yeah, this story is meant to be a comment on religion, so it's meant to be helpful for those who are recovering from religious trauma. Very much understandable. Thankfully, I don't have too much in the way of religious trauma. I have trauma nonetheless, just a different flavor of trauma, but Yeah. I can definitely see how it can help with that. I said, where is it? You took the sun. Where is it?
I've got it. Safe and sound.
Ooh. Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to thank some very important individuals who helped Starfish Lovers since the beginning. People have gone back and forth with me on editing and art critiques, so needless to say, I value their input immensely. If you all could go and show these people some love, I'd really appreciate it. Find Miranda's comic on Tapass, Webtoons, and even on our own personal website, Into the Swell. Oh no, more stories. Mia Dutton has their comic series on both Tapass as well as their very own website. A tarot tournament. Ooh. Jasper has their comic on Tumblr. You can find it here. Someone always cares. Ball. Carcose. Carcose? Carcose. I think that's how you pronounce that, but I'm not sure. It does not have their comic up yet, but I'm still very excited for when they do release it. You can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Carcose. Yes, lovely comic. Also, last thing I swear, that would be a good mention to Starfish Lovers is coming to World Anvil. Oh, nice, World Anvil. I've always wanted to use it, but I never could get into it. There are a handful of you who suggested posting some, if not all, of the world building info somewhere accessible online. Going to make a website, but considering time constraints, World Anvil has worked out in my favor. I may still do a website at a later date, but considering finances and my current situation, it's just not feasible. Brings me to another announcement. Okay, it's more like a reminder. I have Patreon. I have tiers starting as low as $1. To $1 tier, you can get early access, early World Anvil articles, progress updates, a digital wallpaper of your choice, and a shout out to you after each episode of Starfish Lovers. Obviously, if you can't, please don't worry about it because your support here and through the comments means so much and genuinely brightens my day. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah. But if you can and you sincerely would like to support me in this way, it would mean a lot and would go towards being able to work on Starfish Lovers more often. Thank you all again for your support and for reading the comics. See you next episode. Thank you to the patrons. Until next time. There we go. Episode 27, The Deadlock. Violence and blood. Warning, viewer discretion. Violence and blood.
Safe and sound?
Ziggy, behind you! Crack. Slash. Woof.
Breathe. Just breathe. It's not over yet. Get in steps.
Whoop.
Step 1, grab the sun.
Pock.
Step 2,
take this bastard down. Whoop. Hey, all of you have time, please send some to these lovely comics. Spook Patch. Errors make a strange bedfellows. Crazy J's. Different. And support in all the places. Thank you to the patrons. There we go. Episode 28, Withdrawal. Discretion is advised. Scenes contain violence and blood.
Are you okay? Fine, just keep moving.
Hey, all of you have the time, please send some love to these comics. There's so many comic creators with amazing stories to share. Yep. All of these ones that we've seen already. Not bashing them, it's just we've seen them already, so we can breeze past it. Thank you to the patrons and support in the places. So 29, Headstrong. Reader discretion. Following scene contains violence and blood. Blood. Don't. You don't yank it out.
Feck. It's stuck. Ziggy, I'm sorry. Can't let them get away. I'm sorry.
LMAO, right though? Crazy dork. Yeah. Like if you've been stabbed, don't remove the thing that's stabbed into you.
There.
Hey y'all, if you have the time, please send some love to these creators. Yep. Thank you all to the patrons, supporting the places. When a cute guard catches you stealing the sun.
Frick.
Ah, no. Ah, jeez. Episode 30. Undaunted. Rotate phone for a better reading experience. Ah, boy. Whoosh. Oh.
It's a bad idea. But I don't know what else to do. Just hope this thing still works. Come on. Feck yeah. Feck no. You got to be kidding me. Basie, we have incoming. He passed me?
Hey all, if you have time, please support these creators. Spook, Patch, Errors Make Strange Bedfellows, Crazy Jays, and Different. Thank you to the patrons and supporting the places. Episode 31, Riven. Warning, reader discretion is advised. Certain scenes may be unsettling to some viewers. Oh boy, that's vague. That's not good. Oh boy.
You see, we have incoming.
Huh? He passed me?
I don't remember it being this hard to steer. But I have to turn around. No.
End of chapter 1.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. Oh man.
Oh, thank you to the patrons, supporting the places. Starfish Lovers, created by Tina Terranova. Chapter 2. The Ripple of Consequence. Day after. Okay, who's speaking? Okay, it's the Empress.
You remember nothing else. I have given you all I know, Your Majesty. I only saw the one. I was caught off guard by the other in the process of retrieving the sun. When I came to, Pavo was gone. I have no doubt he gave chase from there. We believe he did as well. It may concern you to know he has also misused and destroyed an artifact, burning down several homes in the process, putting many lives in danger. He wouldn't have caused harm to anyone on purpose. I've known him for years. He's a good Tom. He's always worked hard to honor the position given to him. So Reed, your service with us over the years has been impeccable. While your testimony would sway certain judgments in other circumstances, the crimes Sir Dinolo has committed are grievous. Your testimony alone isn't going to be enough to save him. Clench. What is going to happen to him? I will need to hear from Sir Dinolo himself to make that decision. At the moment, he is still unwell and recovering from surgery. Is it possible for me to see him? Of course. Boris, see him to the infirmary.
Yes, my queen. Whoa. Angelina Vesilo, warrior queen of Emmerich. Angelina Vesilo is a well-known figure to every Missio in Emmerich. Currently bears the title of warrior queen of Emmerich, but primarily she runs the country jointly with the religious leaders of the Fold. bearing the complex role of being a representative for the country in all of its formal judicial and militaristic matters. Ever aware of the dependency of her people to show the way forward, she's quite popular amongst the public, as her views blend well with the current religious and cultural atmosphere found amongst her people. I have tremendous respect for Queen Angelina. All her life, she's put everything else to one side in favor of the monarchy. Her own wants and desires, and even family relationships, have come second. I'm certain this has come at enormous personal cost. I'm not sure I agree with everything she has done, but I am sure I cannot fault her motivation and integrity. The life of Angelina. Early life. Raised by her mother, Liviana, Angelina and Lefania lived a life of luxury, yet it could never fill the emptiness they carried as children after their separation from their father. After 10 years of marriage to Linley, a Grimalkin, Liviana ran into complications with the acceptance of the general public. The Fold proposed that in order for her to have their full support and the support of the people, she needed to call off her affairs with her Grimalkin lover. Liviana had made a decision and took on the role of tending to her daughters in the kingdom alone. Lefania and Angelina still remember the events being ripped away from their father, making it the sole reason for Lefania's defiance in becoming queen. At an early age, Angelina was often found attached to the hip of her older sibling, making her every move and more often than not joining in when Lefania threw tantrums against their mother. Liviana had about all she could take, and so more often than not, the girls would be sent to the countryside. As found on World End, early access is open to patrons as they continue to finalize all world-building details. Thanks to the patrons and support in the places you enjoy Starfish Lovers, you may also like Scorned Comic, Tarot Tournament, Someone Always Cares, Wayfinders, Off Course. I've seen this one. I haven't read it. I've seen it around. Jack Beloved, Mayor, Spook, Chapter 2, Upheaval. The second day. Ziggy. Huh? It's so good. It's based off End Session. End Session. Oh, off a D&D. Off D&D session. Okay. I see. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Sorry, autocorrect. No worries, no worries. I figured it might have been autocorrected, but it's always like, you might have meant to say end session, so I would have no idea. And I was just like, is end session a piece of media I'm not aware of?
Huh? Careful. You have to take it easy. You're still healing.
No, my fair, yeah.
Ziggy, I'm so sorry. Hey, not the worst. Didn't want to leave you, but didn't know what else to do. I'm so sorry. I don't blame you. It's okay.
Big thank you to my current patrons, support into places. If you enjoy Starfish Lovers, go on into the Swell Tarot Tournament. I have to check out all of these. Wayfinders, Off Course. And all of those other ones. Oh boy. And back up here. There we go. Chapter 2, Shame.
Not okay. The sun is gone. I failed. You did everything you could do with what was given to you. Still wasn't enough. They had the sun. I had one job. It was my job too. It's not all on you. There's nothing we can do to change that now. What if we go after them? We could get it back. Maybe they haven't left yet, and we still have time. Where do we even begin? You have no leads, and you're in no condition to fight. Hell, I couldn't even get a good look at them. Everything just happened so fast.
Creak.
Ah, you're finally awake.
Oh no. I like them. Oh no. A big thank you. Thanks to the patrons, support the places, check out all of these other comics, Scorn comic, Into the Swell, Tarot, Off Course, Maris, Spook, all of those. Check them out. Oop, there we go. Duress. That's a rough Magic the Gathering card. I'm glad you like, yeah. Hey, Benda, thank you for the lyric. Your lurking, bruh. Yeah, you're good. Your puncture wound seems to be healing well from surgery. No immediate sign of infection, which was the main concern. With enough rest and mindfulness of your injuries, you should recover well. We've also arranged a remedy for the fracture. You'll need to take it daily in order for it to heal properly. How long will that take? How long do you think that will take? 2 weeks is the minimum. Should the fracture be aggravated in any way, it could take longer. Your first dose? Thanks. I believe you're on a very strong path to full recovery. Ugh. So I'm going to go ahead and approve your discharge. Ziggy? He is clear to leave our facility when you all see fit. Pavo de Nolo. By order of the Queen, you are being placed under arrest while you await trial. Ah! Stop! You're hurting him! Oof. Check out the comics. Chapter 2, Steadfast. Ooh. Okay. Stand down, Zygmunt Reed. Unless you'd like to be charged with obstructing justice. Ziggy! Don't. Just go home. Get your family out of Emmerich. I'll be okay. Binky. Uh-oh. Check out the comics. Chapter 2, Blade. I'll ask Pian about this. Maybe she can figure out who the blade belongs to. Think he even wants to chase after the sun anymore? Pian means mother/mom in the spoken language of the Grimalkin clan known as Umeo. A Sumatran tiger. Knock knock. I'm coming, one moment. Goodness almighty, who's here at this hour? Slide. Ma! Pian? What are you two doing here? Ooh. Oh, you were big! God damn! Grimalkin color chart. A show of pain, peacefulness, and loneliness, isolation, emptiness. Often the color associated with death amongst Grimalkin. She 8 feet. I have an old character who is close to that, 7.5 feet, and it's just like, we love a tall bitch. It's just like, yes, please. Body language contained in reading the exact emotion of the Grimalkin in question. Show of anger, passion, lust, or embarrassment. Show of compassion, absolutely, yes. Show of compassion, love, and playfulness. Show of caution, shock, or determination. Show of fear, optimism, chillfulness, or feeling unwell. A show of curiosity, confidence, or accomplishment. Show of tranquility, earnesty, or protective, possessive. A sadness, depression, dedication, or bravery. Awe, concern, worry, uncomfortable, or whimsical, spiritual. The Grimalkin have 2 separate methods of communication. The first is the obvious spoken word. The other is through their own form of Morse code. They can flicker the colors of their coat patterns to communicate this way, very much like fireflies. There are some conditions where Grimalkin may not be able to communicate through color pattern. Only certain Grimalkin are born with a defect, but it applies primarily with half-breeds. Hey y'all, I have a rather exciting announcement that I made a while back. Things happened, so when it occurred then, it's fine, but because it turns out I wasn't ready. But, well, pictures are better than words. Coming to Kickstarter April 2023. Hell yeah. This is a definite and I'm already in the process of converting Chapter 1 into print format, along with creating some pretty nifty rewards like stickers and bookmarks and a whole lot more. But I'm taking the next few months to design, plan, and make this as print ready and up to my personal standards as possible. Should you want to be notified of the release and information of Kickstarter, you can sign up from the mailing list, which can be found here, the Bower Tone. And thank you all for the support for reading my comics. See you next episode, and a big thank you to all the patrons. Check out these comics. And there we go. Next chapter, or next episode. Ooh, Black Mass. Black Mass Companion Guide. Tiawat. Holiday equivalent to Halloween, Tiawat marks the end of the harvest season and beginning of winter, or darker half of the year. It is celebrated for 3 days with ritual bonfires, offerings of cattle and food, and granting hospitality to dead kin due to the thinning of the veil. Whoop. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Do all that supporting stuff. If you want to subscribe, by all means. Don't force yourselves. Shadow Boon. A small round cake, though they more resemble in appearance and texture shortbread biscuit with sweet spices, traditionally made for Tiawat to commemorate the dead. Kiep. It's relatively similar to catnip in how it affects cats, but has... Whoop. Thank you, Codex of Memory. Hydrate or dihydrate, everybody drink your water and or your water substitute. how it affects cats, but has significant pain relieving properties when inhaled or smoked. It does cause severe drowsiness, which is why it translates to good nap. It is a drug primarily used amongst the Umshai, a lynx variety of grimalkin. Los, a major deity of the sun who is worshipped amongst the Noraski, carried over from the influence from the Umshai, and is the prime deity that sacrifices are offered to during Tiamat. Witsna. Witsna is a term for those who practice dark arts and possess supernatural powers and abilities. Many common folk fear Witsnas primarily for the ruin and destruction they are known to bring. However, in secret, there are those who may seek a Witsna out for supernatural blessings or aid. In some cultures, they are believed to either be immortal or beings from beyond the veil. Kismet. Fate, a predetermined or unavoidable destiny, often affected by the actions of the individual. A Witsna has been known to deliver Kismet to particularly corrupt people or those who deserve it. Lopa. The Lopa are perfectly equipped for an aquatic lifestyle with webbed feet, long powerful tail, and a long streamlined body. As apex carnivores, they prey mainly on fish and crustaceans. It includes Pernia and Velopinza. If fish are not around, they will eat small luozo, including youngs, verzo and conamere, torai, and even small ragnos. Lopa are social animals that live in packs. However, they often hunt solo, but eat together. They are intelligent and empathetic creatures that have become loyal companions. The world of Patia, 16 years ago. KH8.
Ma, Pa, I made it out to Tiamat.
Sounds like a plan, kiddo. Grab something good for our ancestors. Maybe a little something for the living too.
Don't worry, Pa, I won't let you down. You're always so good to us, my little provider. Easy on the key up, Ma. Promised we'd offer shadow boons to Grandma and Grandpa together. I'll keep my promise, sweetie. Be safe and have fun. I'm always safe. I'll see you later. Blah, 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 blah.
You?
This is more than enough for everyone. I doubt these will feed us for at least a week. Maybe I'll do one last stop before going home. They have something that would really impress Pa. I can tell if this is a decoration or if they've been neglecting their garden. Oh, come on. Dancing amongst the masses, the sun in her hair, shimmering eyes glances, I can't help but stare. Shining red coat lessons, all others there. Further off she dances, unaware. Oh my Molly Red, I love that song. But I just adore your costume. Costume? This is my coat. I dressed up as myself. It's just as scary as any demon or fairy. Oh, but of course, my apologies. Nevertheless, that performance was something. I have much. Perhaps you'd like to pick out a reward. This feels odd. Thanks, but I'll wait outside while you pick something. Oh, but darling, I insist.
Crunch. Fucking brat.
He's just a kitten. Didn't realize. Just a kitten. I didn't realize we were going to do that. It's not a sacrifice if he remains alive, husband.
Oh, okay, so this is him.
Needed a black Tom. Doesn't matter his age. The lucky Los provided us this offering. I don't intend to squander this opportunity like you did with our wealth. Now enough questions. We're on limited time. Get him into the fire. The veil is at its thinnest. If you want to banish our misfortune, we must do it now.
Breathe deep, Atoya. Toya means kitten / cub in the language of the Umshai.
Oh, it's not.
Dress up like the Little Red Riding Hood. Go to the forest and you're bound to meet a wolf. Yeah.
You are safe now.
Snap.
I have you. But... Huh? Be not afraid. The worst is behind you. Did you spirit me away? No. This is my home. I kept you overnight to ensure your safety. Don't know who your parents are, but it is irresponsible for them to allow you to wander alone on Tiamat, especially with your coat color. I hope to speak with them on this matter once you get back home. For now, drink. Drink this. It'll help with any lingering symptoms from the Kiev. Wait. You a Witsna? What did you do to the people on the hill? The ones who kidnapped me? They received Kismet. And that is more than you need to know.
Black Mass character feature. Mama Cass is a member of the Umshai, an indigenous society of Grimokin that originates from Emmerich. Of the many Grimokin clans that span across Palu, the Umshai are what we would know as the Lynx. They are known for their elusive nature, often making it difficult for slavers to capture. Slaving an Umshai is considered a great feat, and many Umshai slaves are expensive due to their rarity. Mama Cass was among those rare captures, losing both of her cubs to the slave trade. After 14 years of enslavement on a spoolwood plantation, Mama Cass was purchased from her original owner and brought to Patia, one of the many worlds that drift through the sea space in the Inky's place of origin. It is here she learns that her new owner is in fact Witsna and had no intention of keeping her as a slave. Free but directionless, Mama Cass convinces the Witsna to make her his apprentice. She studies under him for several years in the hopes that the dark arts might grant her the advantage she may need to find and rescue her cubs from Emmerich. Thank you all for the support. Happy Halloween. Thank you to the patrons. Starfish Lovers. Chapter 2, Visitation.
What are you two doing here? The sky's gone dark. We were worried. Tried coming yesterday, but you weren't home. Did something happen at the tower?
You look ready for war.
Where is your friend? He's afraid. Good reason. Sorry to worry you, Pian. Not out here. Let's talk inside. Think he's been arrested? We had thieves in the tower who were after the sun.
Yes, nerd? Hi, Violet. What's up? Tamale lady dropped by.
Oh, shit! Got tamales? Oh, fuck.
Get you some chicken tamales. I'll be right out. I'm gonna grab me some tamales. I bought all she had left. Hell fucking yes.
We had thieves in the tower who were after the sun. You tried to stop them by using an artifact, but they got away. Probably going to sentence him to trial by fire, despite the fact that he did everything he could to retrieve the sun. Ziggy, I'm so sorry.
Where did you get the Noraski blade? Oh, her color. Oh, that subtle gradient change. Okay. Caution, shock. Oof, she's definitely shocked. Dang. Enjoy Starfish Lovers. You may also like Scorned. And all of these other awesome comics that we've seen several times now. Whoop. What the hell? Oh, did I mishit the button? Wait, what? No. What the? What? What's happening? It's forcing me. What the hell? hate it when Webtoon does that. I've never had that happen before. It's not letting me go back to the comic. There. Continue reading. Happens sometimes. The radioactive to the front page. Why? Oh god, look how far back I am. What the hell? Okay. So, no idea, but it's so annoying. Yeah, for real. Okay. Okay, no, we're nowhere near this area yet. Okay. Okay, so we're here. Let's see. There we go. And we're back. Jesus Christ. That was fucking annoying. Sorry you had to go through that. The only issue I had is that it just decided to do that right as I hit next chapter. So I thought I was doing something wrong. It was very misleading. Hot lead. You're absolutely certain that this belongs to Noroski. He pulled this out of his shoulder. I was able to get it from the nurse at the infirmary. Without a doubt, this dagger is made from world bone. The Noroski are known to use this material in almost all of their crafts. World bone. Material belongs to worlds, which are baleen creatures with living reefs that grow on their backs, primarily inhabited by Noroski for nomadic and seafaring society. Guess that answers that. There aren't many Noroski in Emmerich, so it's a good clue. Please tell me you don't intend to go hunting after those thieves alone. No. I'm going to get Pinky. We're all leaving Emmerich as soon as possible. With the sun, we're sitting on a dying reef, so there is no point in staying on any longer than we have to. Zygmunt, that's suicide! Can't take on all of Emmerich for one friend. It's not just a friend. He's family. I'm not leaving it to die. Ziggy. Get ready to leave once I come back. Wait, think about what you're doing. Zygmunt, wait! And here's the Grimalkin color coding. Subject to loss. Beatrice! Kimia, let go! Go to get himself killed! Bea! Utkev, let me. Utkev is my love in Grimalkin. I'll bring him back. This is a blackout town. Too dangerous for you to be on the streets alone. We should go together. Blackout Town is a community in which Grimalkin are systematically excluded from living as a free person. It is termed blackout due to the fading of a Grimalkin's glow upon being slain. This is based heavily off of sundown towns. It was a white supremacist tactic to terrify and harm non-white members of society. Yep. No. Need you here to pull strings. Succeed. If we succeed, we won't have much time to look for an exit. Come back, I promise. You'd better. I love you in Morse code. I love you too. That's fucked up. Off. check out all of these. Okay, and I'm gonna pause here so I can actually go grab some tamales. I will be right back. Whoop, boop. And there it is. Boop. Yes. They told me that out in the living room. Ooh, those got some tasty kick to them. Thank you for the tamales. I took 3 of the chicken ones, so there's still some left over if you're still wanting some. Oh my god. Tasty tamales. Heck yeah. And here we go. What you saying by right before you left? Hell yeah, I would have been so sad. Delicious, delicious tamales. All right. I will finish those after I finish stream. They will be tempting me there, like the devil on my shoulder. And we will continue. Chapter 2, Eavesdrop. Whoa. Ooh. Sneaking. Snur. Oh, shit. Brr.
Oh, girl. Whoa, easy, girl. Easy. Between us, okay?
Nom, nom.
You heard about Maro's daughter? Heard the poor girl was burned so badly they had to amputate. Damn. Can only imagine what they're going through right now.
That Tom going to be lucky if he lives before his trial tomorrow. Get what's coming to him either way. Anyone who tampers with any of the artifacts in a divide beast end up getting the stake.
Didn't mean for this to happen. It's not like he intentionally went after their families.
It's redesigning for the muka, which is a livestock animal that is often kept by both Mao and Grimalkin. Love the qualities of the leaf slug, primarily for its bioluminescent abilities. Plan to have more details released about this creature eventually, but for now, we will enjoy the design and brief creature feature. Old design, new design. Oh, I want to pet it. Big thank you to the patrons. Check out these comics. And onward. Oh, right. There we go. Advocacy.
Ooh. Ooh. Jan? What are you doing? You should be here.
I've come to help.
I don't want you to get involved. This is dangerous. That's exactly why I'm getting involved.
Means my son in Umeo.
Pinky's family to you, and he's mine too. Jan, now let's go find your brother.
Aw. Thanks to the patrons, support, and all that jazz. Chapter 2, Interlopers. I'm just gonna quickly finish off this tamale. I've got like one bite left of this first one. Ah, delicious, delicious tamales. Oh my god, I need to learn how to make tamales. That's on my list now. I'm gonna learn to fucking make tamales. Crash, bro.
Fuck! Maria, no! God damn it, again? Heal, girl. Maria, come back.
Bye-bye.
Hide.
Whoop. Oof. Orange. Caution. Thank you to all the patrons. Support all of the places. Check out the comics. Happy Yule. Wishing you all a comfort and joy as well as good tidings for the coming new year. Aww. Doing it again. Alright. So we were here. Okay. Boop. There we go. And then come back here. And nope, still doing it. Let's side, yeah. Okay. So we went here. And we want here. And then we want... foul play, that's the one we want. Oh wait, hang on. We also have to come back. We could like this one. And now let's try going to the next one. There we go. Webtoons, why you do this to me? Foul play. Reader discretion to advise. Huzzah! Yes. Certain scenes may be unsettling to some viewers. Following contain signs of physical abuse and torture. Please be kind to yourselves and recognize your triggers. Your health is more important. Yes, please. I say it every time we have shit like this happen. If you need to step away, step away. Like, don't force yourself to, like, endure a story just because you want to see what happens. If something triggers you, step away. 1,000. A big number percent. Those of you who wish to continue with the story but are uncomfortable with graphic imagery, I have provided an episode synopsis. Ziggy and Kemia sneak past the guard without being detected. Noticing that the guard is wiping blood from his face, Ziggy rushes off, worried for his friends. When they finally reach Pinky's cell, they find him in despair. Ziggy rushes to Pinky's side, stirring him from unconsciousness. Disrepair. Whoop. Groggily, Pinky asks his friend why he's there and why he brought his mother with him.
Pinky? Pinky, are you in here? Bloody wheel!
What
What have they done to you? Great. Ziggy? You're okay. It's going to be okay. Getting you out of here. I thought I told you to leave Emmerich with your family. Not bring them here.
Oof. Okay, she's blue. Sadness, depression, dedication, or bravery. Thank you to all the patrons. Read all these stories if you can or want to. Darovina, Chapter 2. Warning. The same warning from previous. Physical abuse and torture. Your health is more important. Here's the episode synopsis. Ziggy leaves Pinky's question unanswered as he struggles with the keys he stole from the guards. All the while, Pinky asserts that he isn't worth the risk. The last key fails, and Ziggy finds that he has to search the castle for the right one. Reassures his friend that he's going to help him, and he will be right back. Just before Kemia states that they don't have the time to nose around the castle, prepares to break Pinky's chains, just as Ziggy remembers that they are made from Darovina. Kemia roars in agony for making contact with the metal. Darovina, metal derived from the sap of the Uro tree, is known to be highly poisonous to Grimalkin. By the mere touch of the bark or sap can cause acid burns that deliver potent toxins, including painful blindness, migraines, dizziness, and severe vomiting. If left untreated, the result can be fatal. The Darovina is manufactured by the Misio, who experience no reaction to the bark or sap. However, burning the leaves can cause blindness and agonizing respiratory complications. Oh boy.
I'm not leaving you with these fucking monsters. Ugh. Sorry. Damn it. Why aren't any of these working? I'm not worth it, Ziggy. Don't say shit like that. I'm going to get you out of this. Just have to find another key. We have no time for that. Pian! Don't! It's made from Darovina!
Yep. Darovina, metal derived from the sap of an Uro tree, known to be highly poisonous to Grimalkin, and is commonly manufactured metal in Emmerich. Darovina roughly translates to Devil's Bane, or Ruin of the Devil.
Grrrr!
Oof. The Uro tree. The Uro tree is an evergreen perennial forest grass that has evolved to excrete viscous sap to defend itself from predators such as husk beetles. Though many believe that it overreacted during its evolution process, making it one of the most poisonous trees known to Palu. So much so that even standing beneath the tree can cause acid burns from the oils found on the leaves that are carried by rainwater. This is a detriment to both Misio and Grimalkin alike. It can prove issues for blacksmiths and miners that harvest the solidified sap at the base of the tree. Oftentimes wearing heavy protection should they need to harvest during a rainy day. Isn't there like an actual tree that is like that? It's so poisonous that just getting near it can cause you pain. leaf shape of the Uro leaf grows more like common fungus than the that we would know as chicken of the woods, as Latoporus sulphureus. Despite the toxicity of the Uro tree leaves, the Misio have managed to find one part of the tree to be edible, which turns out to be the Uro shoots that bud from the root system of the tree. Despite how quickly this tree grows due to its the Machineal tree. I took inspiration from that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a tree so fucking toxic, it's like just getting near it can cause severe harm. That's insane. I remember looking that tree up. I'm just like, why? Why does this tree exist? And scientists are all just like, we think it might have just gotten real mad at a bug one day, and its evolutionary process just went crazy, and now it just can kill anything on sight. Because of how quickly the tree grows due to its grass-like nature, harvesting enough shoots for a quick meal is not unheard of. Speaking of migraines, I'm gonna go pass out. Yeah, bud, you pass out. No worries. Enough shoots for a quick meal is not unheard of, and is a staple amongst most commoners. Shoots are often stripped of any leaves and then braised or added to soups. However, once the shoots reach a certain height and age, they no longer become edible, so it's best to harvest them beforehand. Woof. That is not good. Sorry for the migraine. Feel better? Yeah. Yeah, sending you good vibes, Violet. I'm looking color code. And I do love that you provide like all of that information constantly, where it's just like, yeah, here's the color code. Oh, let's open that again. And here's like how you can tell how she's feeling. That's very cool. Chapter 2, Impasse. Warning. Reader discretion is advised. Certain scenes may be unsettling to viewers. Physical abuse and torture. Your health is more important. Please avoid your triggers if you need to. If you want to read and you feel you can handle it, by all means, but please don't force yourself. Here's the synopsis. Kimya is rendered ill, and Pinky tries to convince his friend to flee, knowing without a shadow of a doubt that Kimya's roar was heard throughout the castle grounds. Gimpy is also rather unpleasant. I don't know that one. Thank you, because yeah, remembering all of that is too much. Valid. Throughout the castle grounds, Ziggy tries to salvage the situation, but Pinky interrupts him, ordering Ziggy to leave. If not to save his own hide, then at the very least to save his mother. Ziggy's plans of rescuing his friend are thwarted, and he makes his escape with a very sick Kimya. Before he officially departs, he promises Pinky that he will come back for him. Oof.
I'm sorry. No, we had no way of knowing. Should have warned you sooner.
Ziggy, you have to go. There's no doubt that they heard her.
I can't just leave you.
Ziggy, please. I can't have any more blood on my hands. Just go.
I can still figure this out. Just need more time.
It is covered in tiny spikes that injects you with a neural toxin that can last for years if it doesn't kill you outright. Oh, yeah, it's like it's a plant. Yeah, I remember. I think I watched, was it Coyote Peterson? I think it was him who he actually grabbed some of that and brushed that plant on his skin just to show people like, okay, this is what happens when you use it. Here's how you can like prevent it or even just try and get rid of it. It's like on the other side of the leaves, if I'm thinking of the right one. Yeah, I believe that's the right one. I think Coyote Peterson on YouTube did a demonstration of like, okay, this is what happens if you brush up against it. Here's how to treat it, and here's how you can like get to a hospital, like after treating it.
Damn it, Ziggy! There is no time. Get out of here. Your mom could die if the poison isn't treated, and they'll kill you. Kill you both if they find you. Leave now. Beck. I'm coming back. Whether you're sensitive to trial by fire or at least on other terms. I won't leave you behind.
End of Act 1. Oh! All the support, thanks to the patrons. Chapter 2, Witching Hour. Ooh. Act 2. Warning. Reader discretion is advised. The following contains signs of physical abuse and torture. Please be kind to yourself and recognize your triggers. Your health is more important. Yep. And here's the synopsis. Accompanied by Lopa with a trail of smoke wafting from their mask, a mysterious Grimalkin trespasses into the prison. They arrive at Pinky's cell and loosen his chains, guiding him through his pain while slowly lowering him to the ground. Groggily, Pinky begins to ask who they are until his eyes finally focus. He realizes that he is potentially in the presence of a Witsna and is gripped by fear. A few hours later. Oh, I love that.
Slow. Slowly. Easy now. Just breathe.
Who? What? What are you?
The knowledge of my being is of little importance at this time.
Some colors can be used as universal code. In this instance of this color can translate I come in peace or it's safe to proceed. Can also be feeling refreshed, grateful, secure, jealous, or bored. Okay. Determination is what they were feeling. Big thank you to the patrons. Check out all of these awesome comics. Ooh, there's some new ones. Oh no. Universe, White Streak, Stars and Roses, Shadowed Fates, Loving Wings, Touch of Sunlight, Synthetic Instinct, Hanako's Garden, and Necronites, Guardians of the Dead. Aw, that's cool. That's a cool title. Chapter 2, Witching Hour 2. Reader discretion is advised. Physical abuse and torture. Your health is more important. Here's the synopsis. Pinky presses the mysterious stranger for information. Necronites is very good. It's a very good one. That is... And the art is phenomenal. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I'll check it out. Pinky presses the mysterious stranger for information about who they are, only to be met with cryptic and avoidant responses. His inability to trust Mama Cass creates a momentary impasse between the two of them before she relents, starting that someone had sent her to heal him. As to who she does not mention, but it is enough to get Pinky to be more cooperative. She resets his bones and begins the long process of undoing the damage his assailants had caused. Process even with Kiep is painful, and Pinky eventually loses consciousness from the ordeal.
They did much to you. Let us hope the bones have not been ruined.
Are you a Witsna?
I have been called many things.
It's a term for those who practice dark arts and possess supernatural powers and abilities. Many common folk of Emmerich fear Witsnas primarily for the ruin and destruction they are known to bring. However, in secret, they are those who may seek Witsna out for supernatural blessing or aid.
No! What are you going to do? Stay away from me!
Call me Toya.
Toya means kitten/cub in the language of the Shy.
I mean you no harm. I have friends in high places. I have been sent to mend you. Now be still. You need to understand what I'm dealing with. Snip, snip. Cass seems to have taken most of the damage. However, your fifth metacarpal is at the place. We'll need to realign it.
Is that necessary?
Do you wish to use this hand again?
Yes.
Then it is necessary. Now breathe deeply, Kayep. Now breathe deeply. Kayep will dull some of the pain.
Kayep is relatively similar to catnip in how it affects cats, but has pain-relieving properties when inhaled or smoked. It does cause severe drowsiness, which is why it translates to good nap. It is a drug primarily used amongst the Umshai, the lynx variety of Grimalkin.
Kayep.
Crack. Deep breaths. It's over. You're alright. You did very well. Very brave. I must tend to the rest of your wounds.
Thank you to the patrons. Check out the comics. Look at all of these comics.
Chapter 2, The Stidge. Elsewhere. I just don't understand it. How much longer are we going to wait for this contract? Who knows? It's Robbie's decision to make. We've been lucky so far, though. Especially with how active the Shoal Guard have been.
Which is surprising, since we were Stidge on board.
Sawed off, Kedu!
Stidge is a derogatory term for a black-furred Mao, usually tied with the superstition that they bring bad luck or ill omen, especially on ships.
This feels more like a setup than just bad luck. I say we sell it and get off this rock.
Emmeric's son isn't exactly something we can bring to just any fence, Yuri. We'll ransom it or chuck it, I don't know.
Either way, we need to get it off the ship and we need to leave. We're not going to be someone's sodden scapegoat.
My brother and I did not climb the tallest tower in Emmerich just so we chuck the sun into the sea space. I'm sure Rabia knows what she's doing. Climbing the tower was the least you two could have done since we risked our hides on Oleg for your brother. Fucking excuse me? We lost a massive gig because of it, Macy. Ever since Jacques died, it's been nothing but strings of bad luck. We don't have a calico to balance the gods anymore. Probably why this job has been so shite too. Has gone shite too. That's enough!
Oof. Primary crew of the Lamprey, Captain Rabia, First Mate Mishu, Bard in Training, Deckard, Kex, Malia the Cook, Deckhand, Boatswain, Deckhand, Master Yawner. I can't read that. Yuri. Master Gunner? Gunner, Master Gunner. Yuri. I got it. It took me a second. Dr. Cal. No worries. You're good. The pains of dyslexia. Bartel the Bard. Cooper Kalani. Kiki the Navigator, Deckhand. Kedu the Carpenter. Mast sails have a telescope design so that they can fold away for sea space travel. Gas chambers exist on the ship that can be interchanged for different forms of travel. Pressurized gas or steam is used to propel the ship whilst in sea space. Sails are utilized primarily on reefs to preserve resources. A tight dome that is lifted through a manually powered motor, which raises this dome over dyslexia, the more bookish version of dyslexia. What's dyslexia? Read and write. Dyshexia, as in failed spells. Ah! Dyshexia. I get it. And who says explaining a joke kills the funny? Harpoons are stationed and some are made portable for easy anchoring. Since the sea space does not have a sea floor, ships will anchor themselves to floating debris or islands. The ship does have an anchor, but it is generally only used on reefs. There were sails utilized for steering as well as slowing down a ship. Ooh. Here's the color code. Thanks to the patrons. Check out all these stories. Whoop. Didn't mean to open that, but hey, I'll leave it there for now. Here we go. The contract.
That's enough! Inky and I have been on this ship longer than a lot of you, so your logic is fucking flawed. We did just fine without Jacques. And you. Lay off. Especially about Oleg. That would require respect. What is going on here? Just a disagreement, Captain. But put your claws away. Any fighting is to be resigned for Shogard. Or any other bastard that comes uninvited on this ship. Are we clear? Aye, Captain. Now on to the reason I came here. We received word from our contract. We'll be leaving tomorrow to meet with them. So get some rest. We've got a big day ahead of us. Aye, Captain.
He didn't have to do that.
Oof.
Boop. Yeah, nice round 100. Hell yeah. Happy Valentine's and the cast of Starfish Lovers. Aww. Oh, look at that. Aww. You'll enjoy your day single or taken. Chapter 2, Apology.
You didn't have to do that. What? Didn't have to stand up for me. I wanted to. You're my brother. Going to sit by while I bully you? About what happened. I'm sorry about the window. At the tower.
Sorry, you go.
No, I was just going to say, I was wrong. I could have been more aware of what you've been going through. Yeah, but it may have helped if I feckin' talked about this shite sooner. As I checked, most pirate crews don't indulge in burying their souls. Unless their captain is a gentleman pirate. Should have laid me on for that ship. Get to bed! Sort off, Kedu!
Big thank you to the patrons. Check out the stories. Slinging the Hook, Chapter 2.
Get some rest. We can talk about this more later. Yeah. Night. Night, Inky.
Oh. Burp, burp. Thanks to the patrons. Thanks for reading. Check out the stories. And off we go. Heading for the rocks, Chapter 2. Do, 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 do.
Going somewhere? Arabia.
Ooh. Well, that was a hell of a way to end that one. Thanks to the patrons. Check out the stories. Here we go. Smokescreen.
Captain Tai. Mind telling me where you are off to?
I revel in cliffhangers. I can see that.
Well, wanted to get a head start on the looting. Probably some nicely furnished homes vacant right about now. The whole reef in a panic about the sun and all. Yeah, we're going looting with a full rucksack. Tools for the job, Captain. I went to grab a few bags before we left. Okay with us heading out to go looting, right? Obviously, we'll split with the crew. I don't know. Please, Captain. It's just hard to get any rest. I know Yuri is new around here, but sounds like a Ragnos in heat when he snores. Ha! Alright. Go on, but I change my mind. Suppose this is what I get for it, the two of you. Starting to go soft.
Oh, coming soon to World Building Wednesdays. The Ragnos. Oh no. Thank you to the patrons. Support these comics. Check that. Ooh. There's some new ones. He's a witch. Double the Soul and the Misadventures of Misfit and Mako. Mieko? Mako? Mieko? I think it's Mieko. He's a witch? Starfish Lovers, World Building Wednesdays. Hello, my name is Tio Honeycutt. I've dedicated my life to understanding the many beautiful creatures and plants that exist throughout Palu.
Today I'll be sharing my studies with you on one of the most dangerous and most misunderstood beasts known to Mao, the Ragnos. Oof. Ragnos, Corlus halitus. Ragnos is among the few species known to live almost entirely within sea space. It is also among the many creatures that the Mao have included in their animal husbandry practices. Uniqueness of extraterrestrial behavior. Ragnos spends the majority of its life within the sea space, including resting, catching, and eating prey, mating, and mating. It only briefly returns to the reef to lay its eggs and raise its young. Due to the frigid temperatures of sea space, the Ragnos is incapable of incubating its offspring and thusly needs warmth in order to foster new life. Ecology. As with most creatures known to the reefs of the Palu, it breathes air when submerged in the sea space. An air bubble is trapped by a dense layer of hydrophobic hairs on its abdomen and leg. Ragnos is able to remain submerged for prolonged periods of time due to its silk-based structure that it constructs in order to retain an oxygen bubble. It gathers more oxygen through pockets of air found around the sea space. However, its primary resource is through oxygen-producing flora that exist around them. One of these resources is known as the lacuna vine, which is a prolific bioluminescent plant that produces its own light-based nourishment, and when cut, induces a quick release of air, of air bubbles that the Ragnos collects. Cutting the leaves is normally only done in emergency. The plant itself releases a slower supply of bubbles through the stems and leaves of the plant without being cut. Ragnos is considered an apex predator, opportunistic hunters, and they will actively hunt just about anything that is smaller than they are. This prey is vast, however, certain favorites include various fish, navel, tori, and tritoa. A lacuna vine. Reproduction. Alright, so we'll finish this up and then we'll call stream there. The species range in size as most females tend to be much smaller than their male counterparts. Males are often known to be more active hunters, and this results in their larger size, since they are often well fed. Females tend to focus more on building and maintaining larger silk nests in the hopes to attract a male, so they will need a larger oxygen supply to retain a companion during the mating period. This period lasts for a few weeks before the pair depart from this nest and carry out the remainder of the gestation period on a reef. After fertilization, the eggs are laid inside the male Ragnos. The male will carry the offspring whilst the female hunts, cares for, and defends the male until he expires. The offspring feed off the male, and the more virile and large in size the male is, the better chance the eggs will survive the gestation period. From this point on, the female raises the brood until they reach adulthood within a year's time. She can create a brood of up to 20 hatchlings. They are raised on the reef before they depart from their mother, as they all return to the sea-space to hunt and repeat the process of reproduction. Damn! Hydroxia tolerance. Ragnos can survive for hours with little oxygen, and it allows them ample time to find an oxygen resource if one is not nearby. The Ragnos have evolved to cope with the hypoxic conditions of the sea space, being able to survive for over 3 hours without losing behavioral responsiveness. Psychological responses of the Ragnos to low oxygen are mediated by the nucleoside adenosine. In hypoxic conditions, the heart and ventilation rates drop sharply. Ragnos' blood pressure falls by half as the blood vessels dilate to deliver more blood to the brain and heart. Like many other beasts, the blood flow rate remains constant and there is no elevation of blood glucose levels. The brains of the Ragnos only consume a third as much ATP as those of most creatures. Ragnos is able to lower this energy demand further by reducing the metabolism of certain areas of its brain, keeping the necessary nuclei functional while deactivating the motor nuclei. This allows the Ragnos to supply enough ATP to prevent a neuron death, while still remaining alert to its environment. Technology. Ragnos have become an inspiration for those who sought a means to exist within sea space, but found themselves limited in their ships. Mao have been able to develop a handful of methods to allow them to work within the sea space, much like the Ragnos. Though the use of a diving bell and the hydrophobic hairs collected from the Ragnos itself. Mao have been able to design suits that function to capture and create air pockets that are replenished through the use of the diving bell. The diving bell is often placed nearby where workers are located so they can return when their oxygen levels are low. Due to the demand for this kind of technology, there are brave souls who have managed to keep and breed Ragnos for the sole purpose of collecting their hydrophobic hairs. This kind of job is highly dangerous as Ragnos can be temperamental at best and lethal at worst. However, raising them from hatchlings has proven to allow Ragnos to imprint on their breeders, making the job mildly easier than keeping a wild Ragnos. revered beasts. The Ragnos is considered a being of the in-between, primarily due to their ability to exist within the sea space as well as on reefs. To the Umshai, they are viewed as celestial creatures, and in their language are called Rayashwa, which translates to heaven's breath. To the Umshai, they are considered the offspring of their creationist deity Uzan, and are heavily revered and considered as sacred, so much so that they will often bury any deceased Ragnos they come across and host a funeral for the beast for that last 3 days. They will also utilize the exoskeleton and skull of the Ragnos for spiritual workings. It is believed that wearing the skull/face of a Ragnos allows the individual to become one with Uzan, allowing them to commune with Uzan and their ancestors in times of need or guidance. It is not unheard of for an Umshai to... Whoop. Boop. Boop. I was in the middle of drinking. Ah! Oh, thank you. Thank you, the novelist. Thank you, Ah, God. I've read your name so many times and it's escaping my head right now. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. It means a lot. Please enjoy it. Alright, but welcome back, everybody. You're welcome. Sorry for interrupting your drink. Nah, you're good. You're good. It is not unheard of for the Umshai to don the skull of a Ragnos during a period of extreme grief and mourning, especially if they are seeking to avenge the deaths of their loved ones. Symbol of Uizan as used on embroidery and protection symbols. Mamakas. It is a current example of an Umshai dawning in the face of Uizan. Mamakas seeks to avenge the death of her family and partner before her capture while seeking out her lost children in Emmerich. The Ragnos are truly special creatures, deserving of a little less fear and a lot more respect. Hope you all enjoyed the read, and until next time, see you on Wednesday. Alright. Then... Yep. And we will pick up on chapter 67, or update 67 anyways, next time. There we go. Thank you all so very much. I'm glad to have you here. It was a really good time. Now, let's find someone we can raid into. I think I know who I'm gonna raid into. Yep, there he is. So we're going to raid into Alox. Super fun seeing this. And ooh, raid time, yes. And I'm going to continue reading all of this on stream until I catch up. So this is going to be what I'm going to be reading for at least a little while. And yeah. Ads start. Ookie box. Oh, weird. The ads are over on my end, but it's okay. So we're going to be raided into Alox. Raid Alox VT. He is going through some shit right now and definitely needs all the support that can be sent his way. Yeah. And as always, thank you everybody so much for being here. If indeed you still are, tell the people you love that you love them. Give them a hug. I will see you all next time, which will be in 2 weeks. As like I said at the beginning, I'm going out of town for a week, and then we will be picking this back up next time. And then we will be just doing what we do every day, all the time. So please, if you need to, get up, stretch, grab some food, grab some drink, take your meds if you haven't taken your meds yet. You deserve to take care of yourself. Even if you believe you don't, you do, because I fucking said so. Yeah, just put some kindness back into the world. Our raid messages get appreciated, nerd. Use that with whatever emotes you want to use. Definitely means so much that people love what I do here. Please show Al all the support you can. He's so great. LMAO, love it. Yeah, thank you. And thanks. Put some kindness into the world. The world can be shit. The world can be cruel. We don't need to make it any worse. Like, just be nice. It's not hard. And I will see you all when I get back from my trip. I will be raring to go and eager to continue reading this story. And I hope to talk to you some more. Maybe we can like start like shooting messages at each other or something. It would definitely be fun. And yeah, until next time, y'all. Bye.